What is up, everybody? Headed out right now. We got a cat in. Cat, hello. Gonna put the TurboXS blow-off valve on the car. Got an adapter plate. I've had this blow-off valve on every single one of my cars. Oh shit. Okay, so I've had this blow-off valve on every single one of my cars. Let's see, right there. I've had this blow-off valve on every single one of my cars, and god damn, the thing won't start. I swear, if I have to start the sentence over again. For real. Alright. So yes, I've had this blow-off valve on every single one of my cars in some fashion or form. My last Subaru Legacy GT I sold with the HKS Super Sequential. And like, the only reason was because I didn't finish painting this one in time. It just didn't work out. So I have this TurboXS RFL, the really fucking loud. I picked it up for $30 on eBay. I've refurbished it kind of. It was a mess. It was a straight mess when I got it. So anyway, it's painted white right now, and I just want to redo it because it's got a couple runs in it, and it just doesn't match anything. I picked up some paint for it, and I just want it to be like a black, charcoal-y type color. Just kind of, you know, just hanging out. I think I'm gonna do the charge piping that same color as well. So basically today we're headed out to get some aircraft paint stripper, and the only place around me to get that in the aerosol form is O'Reilly's. So headed there right now, and hopefully they have what I need. So I'd also like to get some flexible exhaust. I didn't even think about that as an option. I don't know if they have that in 3-inch, but we'll see. All right, let's get going.
Now, if you want to be successful, and by the way, I didn't say millennials, I'm saying fucking everybody.
Oh man, there we go. All right, got the 3-inch flexible exhaust, some vacuum tubing, primer, and some paint. This is for the valve cover. I'm hoping this is gonna be darker than this. This should be okay as long as it's not any lighter. But I'd like to have the valve cover match the wheels. Some aircraft paint stripper, and some hose clamps. Some, oh shit, I bought both of those. Damn, I didn't mean to buy both. So now I'm gonna head home and yeah, get to stripping. Alrighty, we are out here with the Civic. This is the blow-off valve. Here's my adapter that I just bought. That should fit right on there. Fit right in there, just like that. Boom. Alrighty, so this is the color that I got. It is carbon mist. So I want to see it when it's on it. Anyway, so this is where I'm gonna be doing my stripping. It says don't do it in pure sunlight. And we're in sunlight here. Also, the temperatures are way off, but I can't help the temperatures. I gotta get it done. It's gonna make it work, I guess. All right, so when you're taking apart an RFL blow-off valve, or any of the knockoffs, you wanna push this way on it as you're unscrewing, because this is spring-loaded. Right about here, like that. Otherwise, this will shoot off. So, you don't need that. And we need to grease that up, and there's washers in there. So these are all the different parts to it. We're gonna just strip all of them. Here we go. I'm gonna move the GoPro for this to get the other side. So here it is, sanded down, taped up. Probably just paint it right on here. Right there. I'm gonna back the camera because I don't want to get any overspray on it. I know this isn't the most ideal setup, but you know, it'll work. Alrighty, so got the blow-off valve and the adapter painted, just in case I can use the adapter. I don't know. So now I'm gonna wait 2 hours before I untape them and check back in with you. What is up, everybody? We're back the following day now. I just needed to let the blow-off valve dry. This is what we look like now. Fantastic job. The top is still inside. I gotta go grab that piece. There's that, you can see. Very nice job overall. Alrighty, so even though I still have the gauge cluster out of the car, that's in another video. Stay tuned for that video, that's coming out soon. I'm still gonna try and start the car and see how it sounds with the blow-off valve on there. So I'm gonna get everything on here just a little bit tidied up and get the blow-off valve put on and check back in with you guys in a second. It's in there, but without the, I need to get another screw. These screws were stripped, so I wasn't able to screw all of them in. It's in there, but I wanna probably tap that or put a self-tapper through it. Anyway, it's in there, it looks decent. Kinda looks shitty under this light, it looks grayish. But whatever, I had to go grab some new vacuum line. My original line wasn't big enough, so I rerouted things. I'm gonna give it a couple revs and see what she does. Alrighty, let's get it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I had to adjust the GoPro. I had to adjust the blow-off valve by taking out one of the washers, and ooh, that made it easier to blow off at idle. It's not building pressure at idle, obviously, so it's not going to have a full, whoosh, you know. But yeah, it looks good. It's in. I still need to do this ground right here. I just saw this one. It's ground down there. I need to attack. But anyway, for now, it'll be all right. Another little quick maintenance thing that I did was move the oil feed for the turbo away from the power steering. So there's that. Stay tuned for a couple new videos coming up. I'm redoing the lights in the dash and installing the wastegate, putting some brakes on. Thursday I'm gonna be going for a drive. So two more days and I'm gonna be going for a drive, getting this thing finally street tuned. Thank fucking God. Anyway, yeah, and then off to the alignment shop, get it aligned and lower it a little bit. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, guys. Peace out.